So first time ever ordering corals. Let's see how they look. Welcome back everybody to Aquatic Space. I know you wanted to see a close-up of fish poo, so I figured I'd start the video with that. But today we're anxiously awaiting some corals I ordered, so these will be the first corals I ordered. Last ones I got from the convention, so I'm a little paranoid. They've been out for delivery since 9:30 and it's now 1:30, so I think it's like 4 hours or something like that. It's currently 87 in Georgia, so I'm just like, let's get them here. So yeah, this is right after water change. I did vacuum up the sand bed, so this is literally like 2 hours after the water change. Well everybody, the package is here. Let's get it. Alright, so first thoughts, a little warm. I'm sure that's going to end up overflowing. It's going to fill up in like 2 minutes and I'm going to forget all about it. It's right on the top. You can see who I ordered it from, Fish of Hex. He was probably your second or the first, well I would say the second guy I started following on YouTube, obviously, YouTube channel. Let's see what he got here. Looks like a receipt basically explaining the pictures and the items I ordered. This is 3 items. I did have a mess up, there should be 4 in there. I ordered a 4th coral, and let's see here. This dead on arrival policy, dipping acclimation instructions, which is pretty cool, especially for you guys like me. Looks like he's packaging his boxes the same way I seen on a video he posted. Actually, I don't know what date it was. It looks pretty good to me. Let's see here. So I'm assuming this is the dip. Yeah, I think he used to put them in little vials or whatever, but that's cool. Doesn't really bother me. Ooh, he put them in some nice containers. Pretty excited about that. Oh. Alright, let's get these bad boys out. Alright, so he's got a fairly large bag here, and we got 1 coral. Looks like it's the candy cane, I'm assuming. Looks like quite a bit of algae maybe on the plug, which is alright. Stuff happens. This would be the A-can, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. He's still wrapping them pretty good. Yeah, this is definitely the best I've seen somebody. Oh, and this is going to be the hammer. The best I've seen somebody wrap their corals. And yeah, there would be the 4th coral that I asked for. So awesome. I actually messed up on the order and shipped twice, so I would have paid shipping twice, and I just opted for local pickup. He went ahead and just put it in there. So that was pretty cool of him. This would be the vial that I was talking about. That would be the dip. I'm going to go ahead and put these corals, they're a little wet on top, probably just condensation. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the tank. That way they can start acclimating to the temperature. I was kind of worried that the containers would drop to the bottom, but yeah, you can just float them. I'm totally stoked about this. I'm like on the edge of my seat. I'm really hoping, I mean, they look good to me. I mean, obviously they've traveled far, so they're gonna be closed up. Probably take a day or so. I know because I've already ordered green star polyp that one's looking pretty good. So I'm totally excited. Yeah, what'd I say? I knew I was gonna let this overflow. Crazy time for this to come in. He recommends doing a drip acclimation for 30 minutes to an hour. I don't know what that paper's at, otherwise I'll read it. 30 minutes to an hour, 1 to 3 drops a second. I'm not going to do that because I didn't do that with my last corals.
Although you probably typically want to follow the procedures of what people suggest. Obviously, I'm making this video, so if I kill them, then it's probably not going to be funny. But I'm just going to slowly acclimate them I got tank water, and then I also got tank water for the dipping. Empty the vial in there. So we're going to start with the Green Star Polyp, and explain why in a minute that I got Green Star Polyp in. Let's get surgical. Looks like he has a double bag, which is nice. Again, packaged really well. He shipped it just like he said he would. Everything so far is great. The only thing I would say is that, and again, I'm new, so maybe this happens all the time, but there's a decent amount of algae on these frag plugs, which just probably means they've been on the frag plug for a while. The ones I got from the convention weren't on, only one of them had really bad algae. So I imagine most people maybe glued them a few nights before or something, so this is probably more typical, but I'm going to blow them off with a syringe. That way if they have any parasites on them, it gets it off of them. Then I'm going to fill this back up with my tank water, and then I'm going to dip them one last time, but in actual salt water instead of the salt water with the pesticide or whatever it is that he gave me. That way they're clean all that, because I don't want that in the tank. Typically you're going to want like a turkey baser or just basically, I think he suggested a power head. Anything to really blow put some current in there and blow any type of parasite that's really trying to hold on to the plug or the coral off. I'm going to use this little syringe right here I got on my test kit.
A little better view. That's the candy cane. That should be the bicolor hammer. Should be green and purple, I think. I'm pretty colorblind, so there's the can. And here is the Green Star Polyp.
Alright, so the coral's been acclimating to the salinity. I'd say honestly about 15 minutes now. So we're going to take this little rack here that I got from that convention, take the corals and just place them in the rack. Now that all the corals are in the rack, I'm going to place it in the dip. Now I will follow these instructions. He says 5 minutes, or wait, let me see, 5 to 10 minutes in the dip. So we're going to go ahead and keep it 5 to 10 minutes. Probably going to wait about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to start blowing it off with water. That way, whatever parasite is submerged right now, it starts getting a lot of that poison in it, and it's a little weak, and then I can blow it off the frag plug.
Notice things are coming off of it. Fairly large things. I am not sure what those are, but I don't want them in my tank at all. They look a little larger than copepods to me, unless he's getting some pretty nice copepods, and then I would like to know where they're at so I can get some. Alright, I'm keep blowing these off. I'm trying not to aim it directly at the heads necessarily, because I don't want to damage them. I'm trying to aim more at the base of them and the frag plugs. It seems like it could be a form of copepod. I'm not gonna roll that stuff out. It's not any copepod I have that I've ordered from Algae Barn. I think these are all copepods, and I mean, for all I know, these could be large copepods, you know. I just, if any of you guys know exactly what these are, yeah, comment in the comment section for me. I'd love to know what they are. I mean, I find anything in the fish tank interesting. I was looking at a post today, and the guy found this like almost foot-long worm in his tank that he didn't even know was in there. So saltwater tanks are really interesting. I see stuff all the time where they're like, what is this? Is this a good guy or bad guy? So things catch on that it's very small, like this. That is most definitely not a copepod. I mean, I would say it's not a copepod. And if it was a friendly thing, then I'm sad. I've seen a video where this girl had a starfish on. She didn't dip hers. I'm like, man, lucky to be able to get a starfish in your tank. Yeah, I mean, maybe that could be even a baby bristleworm, you know? I just don't want those in my tank. These could be, you know, these look fairly harmless. Some of them, they look like copal. There's definitely a ton of stuff that's on here. One thing I do hope that he has on these plugs is coralline algae. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff dying there. It's very interesting to look at.
I gotta say, luckily I have a very understanding wife, which is great because this is an absolute mess everywhere. So I'm gonna have to clean all that up and everything else I have everywhere else. Anyways, so I may show you guys the parasites again or take good pictures once the water settles. But yeah, so far, let's see here. There is the hammer. So, and these are called long stony polyps, or LPS. But yeah, they look like they just kind of float around, but they actually are, like, when they say stony polyp, they definitely are like stony. And then the good thing about Penny, my copper band, is that he picks parasites and stuff off. So yeah, if I left anything behind, so he's already probing them, new stuff in his waters. He's not gonna have that. No, but yeah. So this is what they look like so far, and where I placed them. All right, everybody. This is a day later, and the green star polyp's still not out. So not sure what's going on there. My previous frag came out almost immediately. They're pretty hardy corals, so not sure why that's an issue right now. The acan's looking good. I mean, it's pale, but I'm gonna give it a day or two, see if it colors up, and may move it accordingly. I feel like the candy cane's looking good. And the torch came out nicely. And again, it's a little faded also, but I don't have anything glued down. Obviously it's on the substrate, so I'll move it if it needs more light or anything. Then my Galaxia is actually out trying to feed right now, so it's got its little sweeper tentacles, so pretty nifty.